So in today's video, I'm trying to make an aesthetic animal farm for my Minecraft Forever World. All right, we're back on the Forever World. You guys have been asking for it. So we're back today. Hopefully I have a couple of, what is this, bro? There's like so many random holes from nether portals. Yeah, I've got a couple of things I want to get done today that I have been absolutely putting off. I really want to get a full set of Prot 4 diamond armors so I can work towards netherite. So there's a good chance that's going to be on the agenda. On the last episode of the Forever World, you guys know I built that bee farm. Today, I've got something a little bit similar in mind that I want to do. Now, these cows over here have been trapped in this pen basically since day one of the Forever World. They're just kind of like not living a great life, and they're kind of ugly out here in the plains. So I think today my goal is going to be to build them a fence and hopefully get myself a set of Prot 4 diamond armor. There is something I do want to show you guys first though. So from the 100 days video, I did decide to add Sophia to the Forever SMP. So she's been on here and she has been absolutely no lifing recently. Like, I didn't log on the Forever SMP probably for like 4 days because I was busy filming that 100-day video, and she built all of that in 4 days. And that's not even to mention she started with scratch. This is all coming from nothing, but she built this awesome bridge. I love it. And then yeah, I don't know, it's just so aesthetic. There's that giant wheat farm and then an omega giga mansion up here. It looks so good. So yeah, good job Sophia on the builds. It looks absolutely amazing. But yeah, my first goal, I mentioned last video, I want to get this like dried up river to be completely mined out and to actually be a functioning river. So my first goal of today's video is doing that, and I have been absolutely putting this off for the longest time because I hate terraforming. But yeah, I guess it's just best, I mean, the best way to get started is simply by getting started. So I'm gonna start clearing out some dirt, and I think this is going to be probably the biggest pain in the butt of all time. But yeah, I got to clear from here all the way. Like, this is like so dry is the thing, but I want to make the river connect all the way here, so that way it makes a full peninsula for where we're going to eventually put the village that's going to be right behind me here. And yeah, to do that, obviously I need to, you know, actually start the project at some point. This is going to take me forever, but yeah, I'll be back once I get this whole thing completely dug out. Okay, with the help of night, we kind of got the entire river at least to have water in that. Yes, okay. But yeah, the whole river has, what the, oh, well, hunting is here now to help, but the whole river has water in it. The only problem I'm having is really steep cliffs of dirt don't look good, so I think I'm gonna terraform with like some stone and stuff now. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab some of that and put some rocks along these shorelines, and maybe it'll look a little bit better. Okay, so I've currently got Sophia hard at work constructing a bridge. I think I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do cliffs here at least yet, but something I can do while I'm waiting, instead of just sitting around watching Sophia, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some dirt and start doing the mudding of the bottom of this, because I need to mud this like the rest of the river is mudded. So yeah, very long, tedious process. I just gotta go ahead and mud the entire bottom of the river. I will be back once I get this all finished. Okay, I've mudded the entire river all the way along, and Sophia's finished the bridge. It is looking pretty nice. Got plenty of room to boat underneath, which is what we want because we want to be able to boat through the entire river. But yeah, it's kind of just in the same design as her bridge, which I really do like. And then I also went and added the trail going from the bee farm thing here all the way along here. I will have to add some more shrubbery and flowers along this to make this look a little bit better. And then I'm also thinking there's going to be a custom tree right here because I don't know what to put on this little plot of land. I think that'll fit nicely though. And then I'm pretty sure her idea is that this is going to be a retaining wall, and then there's going to be a trail that goes up along this way and then some buildings up here. But yeah, that is a start to what I wanted to get done. We got the whole river. It goes all the way around now, which I do like. All right, since the river is completely remodeled, at least as far as what I'm going to be doing for now, next goal today is to start working on getting a max set of diamond gear. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had 44 levels of XP, but I ended up dying because we were trying to get the achievement yesterday where you fall from height to like bedrock, and you know, I totally ended up dying while doing that. But I do need to refill my water bucket, so let's go ahead and let's grab that. And then before I build my set of gear, you guys know we got these horses on the server here, all my horses. We got Nugget, we've got Sky, we got Daisy, we got Poppy in the back. As you can see, Poppy right there, and we got Major right there. We got one more horse in this stable to name, so I'm gonna be doing that today. We got one name tag right here. Let's go pick a name for this horse. Okay, apparently the anvil is broken, so I gotta go head over to the iron farm to build a new anvil. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, this is our aesthetic iron farm. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we did not build this. This was designed 100% copying a YouTube tutorial. I don't remember where the video was because Knight was the one that built it, so I'm sorry I can't link it in the description, but this was copied copied off a YouTube video. But yeah, it is relatively effective on making iron. If we AFK it overnight, we get a lot. We have a couple stacks of iron blocks in here, and then we also have some iron just in my house as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and craft an anvil, and then we can head through the beetroot farm over to the enchanting area. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get the anvil down, and then we're going to be naming this horse today Freya. Now, this is a name that has been suggested, I think, 2 or 3 times on the videos already, and I really do love this name. Like, I'm not gonna lie, of all the horses I've named so far, I think this is my favorite name. So shout out whoever decided to recommend Freya. And oh my god, dude, look at how awesome this place is coming together. There's still a lot of work. Like, we got to fill in all that land between the houses and the bee farm, but this view right here just looks absolutely amazing to me. I love it. Okay, here we go. Final horse is being named Freya. Now we've got all 6 of the horses named here on the server. Next up, I've got this cat right here defending my little stack of hay that I've had here for a while, and I need a name for him. So if you guys have any name suggestions you guys want me to use in the next episode, comment them down below. What should I name this cat right here? But with all the naming done, next up, I want to start working on my gear because this gear is just not cutting it anymore. This server is almost, or no, it is over 2 months old at this point. So I'm going to go ahead, grind back up, try to get the levels that I need. I believe you just push that button and then it should make a bunch of silverfish, and you can kind of, I think you can sit here. Wait, how do you do this? You sit, oh, there we go. But yeah, if you just swing here a bunch of times, this will generate a ton of XP, and I'll be able to get a bunch of levels. I will be back after I use this to get about enough XP. Okay, so it's about 5 minutes after that last clip. I managed to build up to 47 levels of XP, which I think should be a good enough start. Now, I do want to go ahead and go make some gear, but first of all, my wheat field has been overgrown for forever, so I'm going to go ahead and do my daily farming of the wheat. I say it every video, but there is something to me about farming wheat. I feel like this is the most satisfying thing you can do in Minecraft. Like, if you're ever just bored, just go farm a giant wheat field. It is just so satisfying. That is until you have to go and replant it, because replanting wheat is not as fun as breaking it. But yeah, I'm gonna finish farming out the wheat field. I will be back once I get this all done. Okay, Operation Farm the Wheat Farm is complete, so that means that I can go ahead and start working on getting my gear maxed out. We're not gonna do netherite in today's episode, but I do have a lot of diamonds in here. I can at least work on getting my enchants done, because this server is 2 months old. It is getting ridiculous that I don't have max gear. You guys also know, if you've been watching the series, that I do have an elytra, but I really do not like using the elytra to fly around the map. I just find it way more, I don't know, it feels way more immersive to me if you actually have roads and like walkable trails you walk on to get from each and every location. But I'm not gonna lie, seeing all the other people on the server flying around with their elytras and being able to actually get places quickly, it really makes me want to use the elytras, because it takes so goddamn long to walk up to the enchanting area. Okay, I did make it up here. So I've got 2 maxed out pickaxes. These just need to be made netherite. I've got 2 maxed out shovels. Those also need to be made netherite. I think before the gear, I want to try to get a maxed out diamond axe, which of course I forgot to bring wood for sticks. That is, dude, that's such a me thing to do. Time to go find some sticks. All right, I'm sorry, Knight, but I'm stealing sticks from you. I need some bro, can I get into your what is this, bro? Knight doesn't want anyone stealing from him. I guess I'll just steal from the outside barrels. Okay, that's my wood now. I'm sorry, Knight. Okay, after I rob Knight, I'm gonna go ahead and craft myself a diamond axe. I do have lapis on me. Let's see, what can we get for an enchant? On breaking 3, efficiency 4. Okay, that is actually literally exactly what we wanted. Now, I'm not gonna lie, efficiency 5 would be even better, so let's go ahead and let's craft ourselves another diamond axe. And okay, fortune 3. I want silk touch, so actually I think I'm gonna not take that. I can throw this guy into the grindstone. There we go. And let's try that again. Efficiency 4. There we go. Okay, now I can combine both of these and we get efficiency 4 or efficiency 5 on breaking 3. I think I'll leave my old axe in here. If somebody else wants it on the server, they can come get it. But now I think the only other thing I want for this axe is silk touch. Getting silk touch on this would be awesome for farming mushroom blocks. And luckily for me, I believe we have a silk touch villager I'm going to go trade for real quick to get a silk touch book. Okay, so now I can take the axe, add the silk touch. 5 levels for that is crazy, but there we go. We got 2 max shovels, 2 max pickaxes, and a maxed out axe. Next up, since I'm in the mood for doing tools, I think I should get a maxed out sword as well. If I do remember correctly, I believe, yeah, I have a sharpness 5 in here and then a fire aspect 2 as well. I want both of those enchants. I think before I use those enchants, I'm going to go ahead and just make myself a diamond sword and see what I can get for enchanting this thing straight out. Fire aspect 2, sure, I'll take it. Okay, yeah, that was really bad. We're just gonna unenchant that right away. And then I guess, you know what, sharp 5 on breaking 3. Oh, I do have on breaking 3 books, so let's add sharp 5. Let's add fire aspect 2, and then I've got to go get an unbreaking 3 book. Okay, yeah, we have plenty of unbreaking books. So I'm gonna take out breaking, and I think there's mending in here. So mending for my sword and a mending for my axe as well. Okay, so sword, let's add the unbreaking. Dude, this is so expensive, but unbreaking and then mending, and I think that's gonna be a maxed out sword, and I can already put this thing to good use. Baby zombies all over the place, bro, and regular zombies as well. Die, get away from me, bro. I mean, I guess it's free XP. Oh, and a skeleton. I wish zombies would actually just drop something useful though. With my last 5 levels, I think I'm gonna take my axe and we're gonna add mending to the axe, and just like that, we already spent 47 levels of experience. I guess that means we're heading back to the XP farm. Okay, I was told you can't use fire aspect for this XP farm, so I'm gonna use my old sharpness 1 sword. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this guy on, and I'm gonna grind out XP. I'll be back once I get a decent amount of levels again. Okay, I grinded XP for a little bit longer. I'm back up to 45 levels. We have all of our tools, I think, completely maxed out. Besides, I could put sweeping edge on my sword, but I really don't care. That means it is armor time. Now, I'd say the most important piece of armor to max out is a helmet, because I need aqua affinity and respiration really bad. So let's craft another helmet and let's see what we can get. Okay, respiration 3. That is exactly what I wanted, dude. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Unfortunately, it's not protection 4, which means we need to craft another one. And bro, come on. Really, dude? Okay, actually, that's okay, because Prot 3 aqua affinity. Okay, you know what? This is okay. We combine both of these, and then we got a maxed out helmet. How, dude, 16 levels of XP for that? Oh my goodness. But I can officially put on a max level helmet, finally. And I already can't afford to enchant more stuff, so I think I'll enchant the rest of my armor probably in the next episode, because I don't want to grind any more XP right now. The next piece of armor I definitely want to max out is my boots, just for feather falling, because it is so nice for building. But I do want to go ahead and add mending onto this helmet right away as well. That way it doesn't break, and I actually will keep my helmet. So we have 1 piece of maxed out armor. We have 3 more to go. Okay, so next up, I want to build that cow barn that I was talking about, because we need a spot to put the cows, because I don't like the pens out there in the middle of the plains. So I'm thinking I want the cow barn to be somewhere near this bee farm, just to keep all of the farm buildings and farm structures in one area. And yeah, I don't think over here is the spot. I'm thinking probably somewhere over here, but I'm gonna have to do a little bit of terraforming. So I'm gonna start by cutting out this layer. I need a giant flat area for this, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut all this out, and I'll be back once I get this level kind of flat out and then decide what I'm gonna do next. Okay, I got that area pretty much flat. I'm going to fill this little hole in here, and I think this could be a decent enough area for me to build the barn. I think it's big enough for sure. So next up, I'm just going to have to go around and clear out all these seeds, because they make it really annoying for when you're actually trying to build something. Once again, I'm going to just take a cut, and I will be back once I get all of this destroyed. I'm still not sure that this is quite going to be low enough, so I think I'm going to go ahead and cut out 1 more layer here just to make sure that I have enough space to build here. And this terraforming project is going to take me a long time. So I will see you guys once I get this whole thing at least outlined here. Okay, it took me a little bit of time. I got this entire area terraformed. Now I just want to go ahead and replace all of this stone in with some dirt so we can switch into grass block, which shouldn't take me too much time because I didn't dig that deep. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw dirt in all of this, and eventually it should turn into grass blocks here. And there we go. Okay, so now I have my plot of land kind of flattened out for the barn. So now I just got to figure out how I want to build the barn, what kind of materials, what kind of, because I honestly don't have a plan right now. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on collecting some materials for the barn. I think I want to go with dark oak, because as far as I'm aware, I don't think I've done any builds in dark oak yet. So just to mix things up a little bit, we're going to be using dark oak for today's medieval barn that I want to build. So yeah, a couple stacks of dark oak, and then I also think I want to use some spruce in the middle. So do I have any spruce in here? It does not look like it. Ooh, you know what? I'll take these, and then I'll probably take a little bit more spruce wood out of there. And then lastly, I'm thinking I want to use some tuff for some inner parts of this build. So I'm gonna go ahead and take all of these tuff blocks that I have and a little bit more. Dude, I need to farm some more tuff. I don't have nearly enough. And we'll go ahead and throw all of the materials I'm gonna be using for this build into this one shulker box here. Can't forget my stone cutter so I can actually use the tough blocks that I need. I was heading over to the spot I was gonna build the barn, and I forgot course here, because I do gotta go ahead and extend the paths, make them go all the way around the barn. So hopefully we do have some coarse dirt in here. I'm just gonna take that. That should be more than enough. I don't really need the coarse dirt faster for that much, just a little pathway going up to the barn. Okay, so I have everything. Let's get the shulkers down and also just the stone cutter right here as well. And now I'm just going to start trying to attempt to build a layout for this thing. And like I said, my block palette primarily going to be dark oak logs for pillars, and then probably tough bricks on the inner part of the build. And then for an upper level, I think I might use some spruce contrast. So very simply, I'm going to start framing out. I think right here will probably be good. So we're going to go 1 and then 1, 2, 3. I always build in sections of 3 or 5. So typically this is what you're going to see. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to go there, and then 1, 2, 3, and then there. You know what? I want to move this in one so it's not against the path. So let's go probably right here. 1, 2, 3, there, and there. And I feel like that's probably going to be long enough for the barn I want. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do the same thing on the front. So we're just going to go in chunks of 3 is what I'm thinking. So just like that. And then I think I'm going to have a lean part over here. So we'll do another 3 for that just to map that out. And then the actual barn structure is going to end right here. So just like that. I'm just trying to get kind of the idea of what I want this to be. I'm running into a problem though. All of my builds are becoming really big. I should start working on building smaller, but I just find it so much more challenging to build small and actually make it look good. So 3, 3, 3. Why does that look like it's 2? Wait, what? Oh, it's because it is 2. Okay. So there we go. That is better. And then I'm going to go ahead and outline this outside as well. Just like, oh, I messed it up, but just like that. Okay. So now I'm going to work on building up these pillars. So I want the big doorway, like a big barn door to be in the middle here. So I think we're just going to go up with this probably about 5 blocks, maybe just like that. And then probably cross that. That looks decent enough, I think. And then, yeah, probably going to do the exact same thing over here. Just 5 blocks and then cross beaming this. And once again, same thing right here. But then this other part, I want to make a lean. So I don't want to make this one be as tall, but I'm going to fill all these in. I'll be back once I get that done. Okay. So I think I want this one to go about 1 block lower. So I'm going to go, we're going to try something like this and just see how it looks. And I will probably be making changes along the way. If you guys watch the bee farm build, it's kind of a work in progress out here. But yeah, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and fill these last 2 in just like that. Okay. I've got the whole lean framed out. I'm running out of dark oak logs, so I'm gonna have to go I'm just gonna grab all of them right away. And then I'm wanting the main part of the barn to be 2 stories tall, so I'm gonna go ahead and start building pillars up. So I think probably about that high, and we'll go ahead and cross these as well. I'm gonna build all these pillars. I'll be back once I get this done. Okay, I've got kind of a start of a frame built out for what I want, so very simple here, but this is what I'm gonna start with. I think next up I want to go ahead and fill in the bottom walls, which I'm thinking the bottom I'm gonna do at a tough, and then like I said, the top level is gonna be spruce. So I guess that means we need to get I think I'm gonna mix tough with polished tough probably. I feel like this might look decent, so let's just grab all that and let's make a stack of tough bricks and a stack. Is there anything? No, I think just polished stuff. I think this will do good together. And then this one's obviously going to stay open, but then this one over here, I can just kind of randomize for the texturing just like that. And exact same thing in this one right here. And yeah, I think those will be 2 windows. I think that'll look nice like that. Perfect. And then this one, I think I'm just going to do a single window just because, you know, it's easy. There we go. And yeah, I'm going to place all these tough walls in. It's going to be basically this exact layout all the way around the barn. I'll be back once I get all of that done. Okay, I've got the walls of the entire bottom floor done and in. And now I was going to do spruce for the top floor, but Genki is telling me that I should try doing some jungle and some mud brick. So I'm going to listen to Genki for the first time ever, and we're going to attempt to do that. So I'm going to go get some jungle. I think I should have jungle somewhere. I think it's in this. Yes. Okay. We have jungle wood right here. Let's grab a good bit of that. And then I also need to go and get some mud brick because I don't have any of it right now. Unfortunately, I do not have any mud bricks. So I'm going to have to go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to take 2 stacks of mud. I think we're going to have to go make packed mud out of this. Luckily for me, I have been farming wheat on the server for the last like 2 months. So I can go ahead and craft the packed mud that I need. And boom, there we go. Now let's go ahead and throw all this wheat back in there. And I guess I'm just going to go ahead and turn this packed mud into mud bricks right away. Okay, Knight told me that he has some mushroom blocks for me. So he's allowing me to take these brown mushroom blocks. I'm going to go ahead and take them. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, I think this is going to be my palette. I grabbed way too much jungle logs though. Holy. Okay, now time to fill in these top walls. So I got to build up and I'm going to go ahead and fill these guys in right away. So I think I want to do little frames for the windows just like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead ahead and mix in these other blocks like that. Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if Gingy is cooking. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do this exact design in all of these and then decide if I actually like it or not, if I'm gonna break it or keep it. So of course, I will be back once I get that complete. Okay, here's what I got going on for block palettes so far. I'm not sure how I feel about that upper level that Gingy told me to do, but I think I'm gonna leave it for now. But now I do want to use blackstone primarily for the entire roof, and I am very low on that. So we're gonna make a pit stop in the nether to go collect some. Okay, I found a basalt delta, so I'm gonna just go ahead and farm up blackstone for like the next 30 minutes. I will be back once I get enough blackstone that I feel comfortable. Okay, so I've collected a crap load of blackstone. I suppose that means I can start working the roof. I finally decided to go get my scaffolding, so I'm just gonna build that. That was way too high, but you know what? It's okay. In the meantime, let's take some blackstone, and I'm just gonna turn this into, I feel like a little bit of a mix of polished blackstone stairs, and then maybe also some of these ones as well. And for this roof, I want kind of the arched barn roof. I don't exactly know how to do that. I've never done that before, but I'm just gonna start by outlining with the blackstone. I'll be back once I get kind of an outline going here. Okay, I've got kind of a trim outline. I want this round roof for the barn. I think that looks pretty good as an outline. But now I want to go ahead and fill it in with spruce. So I don't have enough spruce here. I'm going to go ahead and craft all of this into some slabs, just like that. And then I'm also going to craft into some stairs. I probably don't need as many stairs though. Let's just do a bunch more slabs. But then yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fill all this in with the spruce, just like this. I'm going to actually record this because I want to see what this looks like on camera here. But I don't think I hate this. I kind of like this. I'm going to go ahead and fill the rest of these in now as well. And I'll be back once I get all of this done. Okay, I went ahead and filled the entire roof in. I feel like from the top, it looks pretty stupid. But from the bottom, I think this will look good. And honestly, I don't care about the top because no one is ever going to see it unless they're using an elytra. But now I do got to drop down here and fill this in. I did outline this. This is like going to be a little lean part of this. So we're going to go ahead and fill this in as well, following the same block palette because, oh, well, that was not what I wanted to do, but you know what? It's fine. But yeah, I'm just going to follow the same block palette. Let me just finish this. I'll be back again. Okay, there we go. We got this entire thing done. And I think I'm going to leave this open because I think I'm going to have some like cow fences out here. But then from this, how does this look? You know what? I don't hate it. I mean, I don't know. I don't love it, but I feel like it's starting to come together. Now we just got to start working on some more detailing. Okay, first things first, I'm going to need to craft a boatload of spruce fences. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that right away. And then I want to make like a little archway here. So I think I'm going to go spruce fences like that maybe. And I want to follow the same trim pattern. So maybe something like upside down like that. And then maybe we'll go a stair upright like that. And I think I'll do the same thing over here. I want to make a little archway for the door here because ultimately the goal is that this looks a little decent. So how is that? I feel like that makes that a lot better already. I see something I need to do. Okay, we need to move the scaffolding over here. I absolutely like, I don't hate designing exteriors. I just feel like it is a lot harder, like in comparison to like just adding extra details. I feel like is a lot more challenging. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's place that there. And then yeah, it still feels so flat. So we're going to go up here and I can add one. Oh, wait, never mind. Not that one. Break that one. And then let's add in like that. Maybe that might look a little bit better. I think it does. So yeah, I feel like that adds a decent amount of depth to the build, but I got to figure out other ways to add more depth around the rest of this build. I'm going to go and do this exact same build on the backside though. Okay, so next up, I want to work on pens. So I think I'm going to set, oh, do I want to section these? I don't know, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just throw pens up like this. And then we got, yeah, I kind of want to section these. Oh, that is not what I meant to do, but I want to section these off like that and a little something like that as well. We need some lighting in here of some sort. I might just go ahead and throw some torches like that. And then let's make more fences here and more fences there. Okay, and then I want to add some fence gates into each of these. I think actually just one will be probably good enough. So let's go ahead and add one fence gate into each of these pens, just like that. And then same thing on this side. I'll chop out all three of these. We'll throw fence gate, fence gate, fence gate. Perfect. And I do think I want to leave that open like that because maybe I want to let these cows out that actually. I don't know. I guess I'm going to leave the interior for now and I'm going to do some decoration on here. So I feel like lanterns is a good way to add a little bit more depth to this and also just light up the area a bit. So let's throw those there. Maybe another lantern hanging from that little lean shed there and another one up front here. Okay, I feel like that it's already looking better. It still needs a lot of work though, so we're gonna get to it. I think one thing I'm gonna try to do, I want to go ahead and add in some like little support logs like this along the edges, and I'm gonna do this for every side. Dude, I'm gonna have to do some more terraforming back here as well because I do want to do like a little crow, I think. And then I'm going to throw little blackstone supports on these guys as well, just all the way around the building. I'm going to finish this. I'll be back in a second. Yeah, I think that definitely helps, but I think it still needs some more. I gotta come up with some new ideas. Okay, one thing, I think I'm gonna try swapping these stairs out for some black stone walls. I think this might look a little bit better. Let me take a look at that from far away. And yeah, honestly, I feel like that's a little better because now what I can do on top of that, give it even a little bit more depth, kind of build up the side like that, right there and right there. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go around the entire outside of this build again and go ahead and add in these walls instead. Okay, there we go. And I did decide to add it to the front there as well, just because I feel like it makes it look a little bit better. Now, I'm going to do something I've been dreading. I got a scaffold up, and we're going to go ahead and throw some more lanterns on right there. And if I can reach it, we'll throw another one on right there. Okay, perfect. I think that'll help a lot as well. And then a little bit more detailing here. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to go ahead and throw these spruce gates across like that, and then open them all up. And then, honestly, I feel like that looks a lot better. That part there kind of looks a little weird. Maybe, I don't know what to do there, though. But, I mean, this does look a lot better. I'm going to go do this to the back as well. Fence gates across the top, just like I did. Dude, I'm going to have literally, the perfect amount of fence gates if I don't lose this one. Thank you. And boom, and boom. And then we can go ahead and open all of these guys back up. And there we go. Okay, so what else can I do? I feel like I haven't done anything with trapdoors yet. I could maybe go ahead and try to get some trapdoors implemented because spruce trapdoors are one of the best blocks in Minecraft. Okay, I'm not exactly sure, but I think I'm going to go ahead and throw these trapdoors along all of these edges like this because I honestly think it makes it look a little bit better. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this all the way around the barn, just adding little details in to make this. Of course I run out of spruce. We need to go craft more. Okay, I need a boatload of trapdoors. So we're just going to craft like 40. There we go. And I can go ahead and finish in these trapdoors. Dude, spruce trapdoors though are literally like the best block in Minecraft. I feel like they're just so versatile. Okay, you know what? I think the barn is coming along. I actually don't hate how this looks. Now this side is looking a little bit plain. I think what I'm going to do here is go up with some scaffolding, and at least one thing I can do is just hang in some lanterns on the pillar areas like that. I do think that helps quite a bit. Another thing I think I'm going to do, maybe just adding in some buttons to give a little bit more detail here, just like that. And I might, yeah, dude, I hate scaffolding up. It's so annoying, but I got to do it so many times here. And let's do a button there and probably another button right there. Okay, that looks fine. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the same buttons on this side as well, just like that. And then one right over here and throw the button there and one more button right there. Perfect. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate how it looks. I don't love how it looks, but I don't hate how it looks. So I think for now, that's what I'm gonna stick to for the outside anyways. If you guys have any suggestions, do let me know down below in the comments. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get the coarse trail in here. So I'm gonna clear out all of this grass in here, and we're gonna go ahead and replace it all with the coarse dirt, just so we have the walking path in the middle in here. And then I also do just want to make this go ahead and connect to the rest of the trail system right over here. And we'll go and fill all this in with coarse dirt as well. Okay, so we're gonna have a little something like this. I will have to figure out something to go in this empty grass lot right here though. As far as this outside part goes, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more terraforming. So I'm gonna start cutting out some of this cliff here just to give me a little bit more space to work with the corralling or pens here. Okay, now something I want to do is build a little water trough in the corner of each of these. I just said water trough, so I apologize for that. But I think first of all, we're going to make an infinite water source just to make my life a little bit easier. I'm going to go steal from the river real quick. Thank you, Mr. River. You're supplying a good cause, I promise. Okay, infinite water source, and then I can go ahead and do that. Perfect. And okay, this is going to be hard because I want to make sure that the cows can't escape their corrals. But I think if I put it in the middle just like that, oh, wrong area. But if I put it in the middle just like that, it should work. And they also right here, just like this. I love these little trapdoor looking troughs. I think they look really nice. Okay, I've got water troughs in all of the cattle pens. So I'm going to grab my water and we're going to fill this back in with the coarse dirt, just like that. And now to make it look like these are actually used, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do a couple path blocks in all of these corrals. Because I want them to have like grass, I think. And then also just a couple of path blocks would be good to mix in here. But yeah, something like that. I want to go get some mods or podzol as well. I'm gonna go find some of that now. Luckily for me, we have a bunch of podzol here from when we had the giant spruce tree farm right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and farm a little bit of this up so I can go ahead and use it in the barn. I've got to say, it is so nice actually having Silk Touch on a shovel now and being able to farm this quickly. Okay, I'm gonna go and mix the podzol in anywhere where I didn't get path blocks, just because I think it is gonna look a lot better than the grass. Okay, so I have went and redid the entire floor in here. I think I like how that looks. Now it's basically ready for cows. But first, we're gonna make an attic or like a little hayloft up there because I feel like that would be awesome. And then we also still have to do the pens on this side, as well as I'm thinking for this little area, I'll do a wheat farm because then I could do like haystacks over here, like so that way they're farming wheat right here for the lore, and then it goes right over here, you know? So I think that's the current idea. Okay, so I think next up, I'm gonna go ahead and add an attic. So I think I'm just gonna bring the dark oak kind of across like this to give a little bit of support, and then I'll do the same thing on this side right over here, just like that. Okay, now I want to fill that in. I don't know what I want to fill that in with. I'm thinking I could maybe use some spruce slabs if I have any spruce wood. There we go. Actually, I have some spruce slabs right here, so I'm gonna try and fill all of this in, and I want to make a little bit of a halo. Okay, that is not what I want, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, dude, I'm messing this up so bad. All right, I need it to be equal with the top, so we'll go across like this and like that. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna need some more slabs, so I'm gonna go craft some more. Okay, all of you into slabs, and boom and boom. That should be more than enough. Okay, where did I put my scaffolding at? Actually, right there it is. I feel like it'll be a lot easier to do this if I actually go up top here because I just have more room to work with. So let's go ahead and throw all of these slabs in just like that. And there we go. That's one side. And now I am gonna do the exact same thing over here on this side as well. Okay, so that is done. And I don't really think I'm gonna actually use this space for much. I think I'm just planning on throwing in a couple of haystacks up here. So with that being said, I need the haystacks. Let's grab all these. Dude, I'm so glad I've been farming wheat on the server for a while because I need a bunch of these for what I want to do here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and throw in a couple of haystacks around, just kind of something maybe a little bit like that. And then I'm gonna add in a couple pieces of carpet so that way it's like there's little piles of hay on the ground. And then I'll do the same thing right over here, just a couple of different haystacks all the way along this entire wall, something like, oh, I do not want to cover that window in, but something like that. And then also doing the yellow carpet over here as well. And there we go. I think that's gonna be it for the top for now. Unless you have more ideas for stuff to put up here, let me know. I'm not even gonna have a way to get up here though, so I'm not really too worried about the top up there. Okay, as far as interior goes, I feel like this is good. I feel like I like this. I just got to get cows put in here. Okay, next up, I want to go ahead and make these fences out here, and I don't exactly know how I'm gonna do this. Maybe, see, like, I don't like how that looks though is the thing. Maybe I should just leave these pens kind of, here's what I'll do. I'll break all of these trapdoors that I've got on the outside, and then I'll have to run these fences a little something like this. And I think that should do. And you know what? I actually kind of really like it. I just want to go and add maybe a fence gate over here. Okay, so I'm going to throw in double fence gates like that. There we go. Perfect. Maybe a couple of water troughs in here as well. So yeah, let's do one right here, just like that. And I think I'll set another one up in this corner just to match it. I need to go get water out of the river though. And we'll go ahead and throw that guy right there. Perfect. And now maybe a little bit of hay in here for the cows to feed on as well. Like I said, it's a good thing I've been farming wheat on the server. I think I'm going to go ahead and throw maybe a couple stacks of hay, something like that. And then I'll throw, I kind of want a little bit more like that. You know what? That's not awful. I think I'll leave that like that. And now I need a little bit of light around here. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a torch on each of these corner fence posts. And do I want to do one in the middle? Feel like I probably should, otherwise it's just going to be too dark. And then I'm also just going to add some lighting right up here as well. Okay, now I think one other thing I got to do that I haven't done is put some sort of flooring in this thing because it is just grass. And I think I'm going to copy the same floor I have on the inside part of the barn, so I'm going to have to go collect some more podzol. So I guess it's time to farm some of this. I'm just going to grab like a couple stacks, I think, and then we'll head back over to the barn, and that should be good. Okay, I've got just about 2 stacks. That should be good. I'm not going to be worried about replacing it with dirt quite yet because I don't have any dirt on me. But once I get the barn finished, maybe I'll go fix that up. So now I'm going to start out by just shoveling a couple pieces of dirt around like this because I want to have some of these pathway blocks throughout. And then I'm going to go ahead and fill in with some coarse dirt kind of around a little. Oh, but that is not what I meant to do. But, you know, you get the point, some coarse dirt. Actually, I'm just going to chop all of it out, and then I'll go ahead and add in the coarse dirt and the podzol after. Okay, I've got it all dug out, so I just want to go around and randomly add in the coarse dirt, and then I'll do the podzol afterwards as well. Okay, that should be enough coarse dirt. I'm going to go ahead and throw the podzol in now. And once I got all of this done, I think this part of the barn is going to be finished as well. And that just means we have a lot more cow storage, which I do like. I don't know anything else that I could put in this. Maybe I'll go ahead and add a torch on these inner sides of those as well. Okay, yeah, I think I like that. Okay, I thought of another thing I could do. I think I'm going to throw around a couple of these mangrove roots in here to kind of act like maybe dead bushes in a way. I think this could look pretty decent. But I do got to make sure that I don't let animals escape. I'm kind of concerned they'll get out like that. I don't really know if they can or not. I'm hoping the answer is no. But yeah, I do have to just try and keep these away from the outside fences. I'm just going to do a couple of these like that, and I think that'll be good. Next up, I do got to go ahead and add in the path so that way it connects all the way over to here. So I'm going to start going and digging this little guy out. It should be pretty simple to do so. I think something like this will work perfect, and I'll just go ahead and fill this in with the coarse dirt right away. And now I hate when the trail is at the end of the grass, so I'm just going to go ahead and raise all of this up by one so it looks a little bit better like that. Okay, I think that's good for the trail. Now I'm going to start working on some decorations up here in the front. So we need hay again, and let's go ahead. We're just going to throw a haystack, something like that probably, and then a little bit of yellow carpet as well. Perfect. As far as this little area goes, I'm just going to throw a composter, throw some azalea leaves on top of it like that, and I'll probably throw a leaf right there as well. That looks decent enough. And then this area, I think I did decide, oh, this is going to be a pain. I'm going to have to make a new chest. Place that chest there. I need another chest, so give me some of this wood, and we'll go ahead and craft that. Put that down, and now I got to move all of this crap into this chest right here. This is one of the reasons why I absolutely need some more shulker boxes, because I do not have enough. Okay, now I'm going to put these chests back here as well, just so they're out of the way, and I can store the rest of my crap. And I want to clear out all of this stuff too, so let's just grab all that, and I'm just gonna replace all of this stuff in like the exact same vicinity right there. Okay, so now I do want to make this a wheat field. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So we'll do this one as the water source. And okay, you know what? Actually, what I'm gonna do azalea leaf. I'm gonna waterlog that. Perfect. And then we need to hoe this out all of the directions. I think it should work good enough for like that, because it should be able to go all the directions. And we're gonna have a little wheat field here, which I think will be perfect. And honestly, that looks weird, so I'm just gonna do I need to break that first? And then I can turn that into a path block. All right. Okay, unfortunately, it turns back right away. So I need coarse dirt to fill that in. Otherwise, it's going to bother me. Okay, so this block is turning into a piece of coarse dirt. There we go. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have any seeds for that, meaning I got to go harvest the wheat field. And I say unfortunate, but really it's not that unfortunate because I absolutely love harvesting wheat in Minecraft. There is just something so satisfying about harvesting wheat in this game. But yeah, I'm going to take a cut, and I will be back once I finish harvesting this and replanting this. Okay, I've got more than enough wheat seeds. I'm going to go ahead and plant all this in. I think it'll look really nice once all the wheat fully grows, because in my opinion, wheat is the most aesthetic crop in Minecraft. I absolutely love how it looks. But yeah, that is going to be the barn complete from the front. I really like how this looks. I think the wheat will really pull everything together. I'm thinking in the future, I'll probably add a little cart of hay right here just to kind of fit with the whole haystack. And yeah, I will be designing the back, the sides in a future video. But what I want to do is I got to go ahead and go get the cows now. Obviously, that means I need wheat, so I'm going to go ahead and take this hay bale, craft it into 9 pieces of wheat, and I'm off to free them from their torture that they've been in the last 2 months. Unfortunately, the sheeps are going to have to wait for a different day. I do not have a sheep barn, but I do have a cow barn, so I'm going to go ahead and free all of you guys. And I would like you all to just follow me. Hello? Do you not follow wheat? Okay, there we go. Oh no. Oh, this. Okay, I'm gonna leave those ones. I'm gonna bring this herd, and we're gonna hope those ones all stay in a relatively close area. Unfortunately, they don't like staying. Oh, dude, this is gonna be a rough walk, but I'm gonna bring as many over as I can. Okay, luckily for me, Sophia made this bridge. Otherwise, getting these cows across the river would be a pain. Okay, it appears like I lost like 90% of my herd, but I'm gonna put these guys in the outside pen. So come on in, cows. Oh, they got stuck out there. Come on, dude. I need you guys in. Come on. I have wheat. Come in. Oh, dude, you're too fat. Get out of the way. Okay, there we go. Now, if they're all in, I'm going to run and I'm going to close the gate. Oh, okay. Perfect. Now I've got some cows in here. Hopefully they all spread out and go frolic. To make my life easier, I'm gonna bring these 3 into one of the back pens. So come on, cows, I need you in here. Hopefully they can just fit in the gate. Everybody in. Okay, I'm gonna put 3 per pen. I will be back once I get all the cows trapped. Okay, so there's the barn finished product, and we got all the cows in it. I did use Night a little bit to help me. I do gotta clean this stuff up, but I'll do that off camera most likely. So I decided we got about 3 to 5 cows per each of these inside pens because the inside pens are rather small. And then we totally upgraded the cows' way of living out here. They're totally not congested, or there's not too much of them. They're having a great time. But that is going to end off today's video, so thank you all so much for watching.